Investmania.org presents itself as a serious global investment platform, carefully choosing a .org domain to suggest credibility, structure, and public trust. Many users instinctively associate this domain zone with nonprofit or institutional organizations, and that association is exactly what the creators of Investmania rely on. Behind the polished language and reassuring phrases, however, there is no licensed financial company, no legal entity, and no legitimate investment activity. What exists instead is a high-risk fraudulent scheme built on the classic high-yield investment program model, designed to collect deposits and prevent withdrawals. The website claims to provide secure asset management and stable daily returns, yet it offers no verifiable corporate identity. There is no company registration number, no directors, no ownership disclosure, and no physical office that can be independently confirmed. This absence is not an oversight. In regulated finance, transparency is mandatory. Any platform that accepts funds while hiding its legal structure is operating outside the law by design. A review of the domain history immediately exposes the first major contradiction. Investmania.org was registered at the end of July in the year 2025. This means the website did not exist before that time. Legitimate investment firms do not appear suddenly with no digital history, no archived presence, and no reputation trail. Real financial organizations are built over years, often decades, not weeks. The domain was registered through an offshore registrar commonly used by anonymous projects, and the technical infrastructure is masked behind a content delivery network that hides the true server location. This setup is typical for short-lived scam platforms that expect regulatory pressure and domain takedowns. The strongest and most decisive evidence comes from the German Federal Financial Supervisory Authority, known as BaFin. BaFin issued an official public warning stating that Investmania is offering financial services without the required authorization. According to the regulator, the operators of this website are not supervised under German financial law and are acting illegally. When a national regulator publishes a warning of this kind, the matter is no longer speculative. It is a confirmed case of unauthorized financial activity. Platforms flagged by BaFin are prohibited from accepting deposits, managing investments, or advertising financial services within the European Union. Continuing to operate after such a warning places the project firmly in the category of criminal financial schemes. Further checks across international regulatory databases confirm the same conclusion. There is no authorization for Investmania in the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Cyprus, the United States, or any other recognized financial jurisdiction. No licensed entity under this name exists. No investment advisor registration, no brokerage license, and no asset management approval can be found anywhere. Without regulation, there is no investor protection, no oversight, and no legal obligation to return funds. The investment model promoted on the website follows the classic structure of a high-yield investment program. Users are promised fixed daily profits, presented as stable and predictable. In real financial markets, such guarantees do not exist. Returns fluctuate, risks are disclosed, and losses are always possible. Fixed daily profit promises are mathematically unsustainable and legally forbidden for licensed firms. In fraudulent schemes, these numbers serve only one purpose: to create urgency and encourage repeated deposits. Once funds are deposited, users report a familiar pattern. The internal dashboard displays artificial growth designed to give the illusion of successful investing. Support representatives encourage reinvestment and larger deposits, often framing them as necessary to unlock higher profit tiers. When a user attempts to withdraw funds, delays begin. New requirements appear in the form of fees, taxes, or verification payments. Eventually, communication stops, accounts are frozen, and the funds are never returned. There are no verified cases of successful withdrawals because the money is never invested in the first place. Online reputation manipulation further reinforces the deception. A small number of highly positive reviews appear suddenly within a short period of time, often written in similar language and posted by accounts with no prior activity. This tactic is commonly used by fraudulent platforms to counterbalance early warnings and create a false sense of legitimacy just before the scheme collapses or relocates to a new domain. Taken together, all evidence points in one direction. Investmedia.org is not an investment platform, not a financial organization, and not a nonprofit entity. It is an unlicensed, illegal scheme operating under the appearance of professionalism while offering services it is not permitted to provide. The combination of a newly registered domain, anonymous infrastructure, high-yield promises, fake reputation signals, and an official regulatory warning leaves no room for doubt. When even a national financial regulator warns the public, the safest and only rational action is to walk away. Investmedia promises returns, but delivers only losses, and its structure is designed to ensure that deposited funds do not come back.